Hello, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Beyond the Summit presentation of the iLeague Season 3 Dota 2 Chinese qualifiers. Here in the group stage, we've got Team Braveheart versus the Old Boys, Game 2 of a 2-game series. Game 1 going to Team Braveheart off of a really solid draft involving the Undying and the Invoker, and a bit of a gimmicky one from the Old Boys that just fell flat. So we're seeing something different from them this time around. They ban out the Winter Wyvern as well as the Gyrocopter. It's Braveheart to take out the Undying, as they did not have first pick. But now, going into this second phase with the Earthshaker, Leshrac from the Old Boys. We're seeing Queen of Pain, Lina from Braveheart, a great duo in my mind, and we'll see what they bring out throughout the rest of the draft. But thanks once again for tuning in here to Beyond the Summit. I'm myself and Blaze, and I am, as always, joined by PimpmuckL.
And I didn't forget to unmute, I just was not fast on my fingers. Hello everyone, crazy game just there. Gotta say, we talked just a bit in the break about this, and I still want to say Old Boys were, you know, they were just playing around a bit. They didn't have really so much sentries ready for the Klings. He was free to do whatever he wanted. They didn't really abuse the Spirit Breaker as well, just charging him all the time. So, all in all, I don't think you can take away too much of this win in general, because I guess they're trying stuff out, right? And, well, that's pretty much what there is to it. Anyhow, Braveheart once again looking to finish up a Lina support here with the Rubik together, so we have already a rather strong well, Trident support if they want to play it like this, and a Queen of Pain. So one of the more stable heroes of 6184. She was banned out in the last game. Now she's finally picked up. And against the Leshrac, that is a really good pick. Lina and Cobb, they both have so much true damage, you can just burst down a Leshrac, and if he can't really stay in those fights, suddenly he isn't that scary anymore.
Yeah, most definitely. So they knew what they were getting into with the Queen of Pain, but yeah, Queen of Pain and Lina actually, they picked the Leshrac into it, right? Because they opened up with the Earthshaker, so they picked Leshrac into Queen of Pain Lina. Now they're up against the Rubik as well, who can spell steal, Fisher, Splitter, all that stuff. Braveheart, I feel like, are getting a really superior draft. Obviously, they're lacking right-click a little bit right now, and maybe one good teamfight controller, but overall, I really think they really have the damage that in most cases, it'll be ease of execution for them. For example, if they just run the Lina Rubik as a support duo, the telekinesis light circuit is pretty much guaranteed. And from there, you're going to be able to follow through with damage from whoever. Phantom Lancer, I believe, yeah, he's still in the pool. Not too bad against Lycan, I would say. And then obviously you just want some good offlane team fighter like this Phoenix.
Yeah, still Phoenix is a bit of a risky pick. If you get zoned out too much, you're looking at a Phoenix who can't really just rush his level 11. And that's why he really comes online. He's going to be joining some team fights beforehand. Yes, he might be, but his eggs are going to be... I don't want to say bad, because they really aren't, but it's so incredibly hard to pull off a good egg when it only needs a few hits to actually take down. And especially with someone like a Lycan, well, you know, he doesn't really care too much about this. He's going to have his wolves helping him to zone out other people, and then he can really just focus on the egg if he's quick. And if you're level 11, suddenly this whole egg thing gets much more safe. And you're gonna stun everyone there, because Leshrac is gonna be in the fights, Earthshaker is gonna be in the fights. Lycan can maybe run around a bit, sure. Like he's gonna be so quick, he might as well try to dodge the Phoenix egg. But everyone else, not so much, and those are really just heroes who excel at being in the fights. I think Phoenix is a good pickup here. Still, the Pugna ban. Is there anything specific you might be thinking about this, or is it just so... I don't even know, maybe the Death Ward is just gonna... the Nether Ward is just too strong?
Yeah, the Nether Ward would be very powerful. I think that's probably the main idea. I don't think really there's too much concern about one person being burst down and Decrepify, and I don't think they're worried about the health funnel from the ultimate either, so I would definitely say it's mostly Nether Ward based, just based on how many spells are coming out here, and that just being also pretty well good tempoed with the push lineup in general. But now we see the CM, and I'm curious what she's actually going to be able to accomplish. Generally speaking, CM's ultimate isn't great against Rubik, who can not only cancel it, but steal it back. And that really just means she's there for the mana, right? Like, that's the only thing she really provides that no other support does, is this Arcane Aura. So I guess just trying to keep the Leshrac and Earthshaker fighting as much as possible, Lycan pushing in the meantime.
Yeah, I guess also my fear of having the Phoenix zone out too much might be coming true here. CM, one of the best heroes in level 2. She's got so much control. And let me just check this real quick once again. I think Crystal Nova now slows for 5 seconds. 4.5 seconds on all levels.
Yeah.
So it got changed.
It's only 20% though. That's one big thing.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So,
but still.
Sets up abilities pretty well, though, I would say. If the Leshrac is there farming and they put the Lycan mid, then they can follow that up. Otherwise, they'll have to get the Fisher involved as well. And that's not always the easiest thing. But here's an interesting pickup from Braveheart. Their right-click core ends up being the Slardar. So they got physical damage from him, good AoE disabled to follow through, and pure damage from the rest, assuming Lina eventually progresses towards Aghanims. But it just kind of seems like an interesting mix when nobody else is really doing any right-clicks to have the Slardar here. Like, if you want physical damage, you could go a Drow Ranger, give everybody Precision Aura, and then you got the right-clicks. But in this case, the amplified damage doesn't really make much sense, but obviously the crush is still really good.
Yeah, draw range against a Lycan is something I personally don't think it's risky, right?
Yeah, of course. I was just kind of that was kind of a generic sentiment towards alternatives. I don't feel the Slaughter really is going to be bringing that much with the amplified damage. It's more about his Blink Crush.
Yeah, I don't get it. I guess maybe they're gonna try aggro try, but this is so risky. Against an Earthshaker, aggro trialing is like one of the riskiest things you can do. I don't believe this is going to be happening, especially Chinese teams don't really like it that much.
I guess the overall idea is to make sure the Leshrac is flypaper at all stages, so if this is a core Leshrac, which it does look like it is, that no matter what abilities they have available, they're able to do enough damage to him to bring him down. So whether that's amping him up so everybody can right-click him, getting the pure damage out from the Queen of Pain, nuking him down if he doesn't have a BKB on, that kind of stuff. Like, they just want everything to make sure that the Leshrac doesn't do what he wants, and then later on, you get BOTs or Blink Dagger on your Slardar to deal with the Lycan, and everybody has a good time. So overall, I'm not sold on the last pick, but I think overall it's still going to be giving them some opportunities to take this away. I like their first four picks a lot, and we're actually seeing a support Phoenix, is that right? Huh.
Wait a second, no, I don't think so, because Dog 7, didn't he play? He played the Earthshaker, but didn't they lane him off lane after just a few minutes?
I don't know, he's played a lot of support recently. Like, he plays support Night Stalker all the time.
Right.
So very gank oriented. It goes Bounty Hunter, it goes Night Stalker. Now he's going Phoenix. It feels like a different fit for him, for sure.
I'm not sold on this whole draft thing, but then again, it is such a new patch. We're gonna see so many crazy things happening. We have like 3 weeks until we're gonna see a heavy shift in the meta, just because people are gonna be stopping everything they have in terms of strategies, and then they're gonna like shove it all down the second those qualifiers happen. They are so important. The prize pool is already just skyrocketing up. I mean, we're on like what, $7 million right now. It's completely disgusting. So if you have the chance to qualify for this event, it is just so incredibly huge. And I'm sure the theory crafters on both sides are going to be just insanely stacked with strategies. And well, for now, it is a try stuff meta. So let's see if this works. I don't know if the Slaughter solo works without any sort of minus armor. If this would have been Alliance, there would have been your Vengeful Spirit, maybe even some Visage Birds.
Shadow Fiend?
Yeah, Shadow Fiend, definitely. So something even like a Dazzle support. Arc is pretty much good on the guy. Yeah, well, let's see. I'm curious. Let's just have a good game.
Definitely. So we'll see how it plays out. Right now we've got 86 with a no tally start, looking to buy his regen based off of the bounty room pickup, and it looks like that's going to go uncontested. Up top, though, we've got a hefty crew here, and I don't think that Phoenix wants to go for the Seeker's Dive. If she does, it could be a huge mistake, but they haven't skilled the Split Earth yet, so still could go for the dive here, see what he can do. Timing it, going for it, doesn't get the snipe, but also doesn't pay for it with his life.
That was cool. I enjoy these level 1 try to gimmicky things, and a Split Earth is so hard to hit on a Phoenix like this. It's it's just so incredibly hard. Meanwhile, a support Leshrac, so we were kind of wrong, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it works in the end. I mean, it still is enabling them, but you can't really tell until the last pick comes through. This Viper definitely changes everything that they were going for. So maybe they had the idea of maybe going for a support Lesh and then, or sorry, a core Lesh, and then decided, yeah, this is definitely not the way we want to run it, so we'll put Long DD in the offlane on the Earthshaker. It's role swaps for everyone, man. like DD and Long DD are playing completely opposite roles this time around, but we're seeing Telekinesis back. Light Strike Array will follow after the crush, and that's an easy first blood. Armadillo feels really sad, runs around in circles, and watches him fall.
This pet is actually pretty cute, I gotta say. I like it more than the...
I wish it wasn't like 8 heroes that had it, though. That's the only thing. It's like everybody seems to have it.
Correct, I guess. Meanwhile, YF versus 86 there on the Queen of Pain. Who do you give the edge there? Because, like, in a traditional sense, Queen of Pain should be doing okay-ish, but she's currently just having a really good time.
Yeah, I think that the Viper should be able to zone him out a little bit more. You have to invest a bit more in HP regen, but oh, Shaker gets picked off again. Jeez. But yeah, just letting them get range for telekinesis is essentially the bottom line there. Once that happens, he goes down. But yeah, I think that 86 should be harassed a little bit more heavily by YYF. I mean, he's got the corrosive, he's got the poison attack. So what he's able to do is pretty much make free hits without repercussions. Because if she shadow strikes you, she's taking dot ticks as well. And of course, the poison attack doesn't draw creep aggro. And if you have a slight range advantage with her only being the 550. I mean, it's very slight, but it's still. I feel like you should be able to get a little bit more harassment in here and eventually pull forward in CS. And we're seeing that once he has the high ground advantage, that's exactly what he does. 86 too slow with the blink dodge. So that means that he will be bringing himself back a little bit. But in the meantime, she's built up a 5 CS advantage and a 5 deny advantage as well.
I wonder if Shore on the Rubik actually saw the Armadillo Pug. Because it was running around and he had vision on it for a second. I don't know if you actually see it when you're in game. It doesn't look like he does.
No, I don't think it gives you any information that you wouldn't already have. I mean, like, Bane has a blood trail that does kind of the similar thing. But we're going to see the Chorus Snipe, perhaps. The Invis going to set that up pretty nicely, and that is going to be taking away the boots from the Viper, as well as some tangos too. So YWF with boots and tangos would be in a great spot for this lane. But even if he gets the kill, I think he still feels bad about it. And in fact, they might, yeah, okay, they do get the kill, but I actually think that Rubik's play was perfectly fine for a sacrifice at that level. I mean, he's only level 2. He makes the pickup, which means YWF has no boots for another couple of minutes, and he has no regen either, just the salve.
Yeah, all in all, I mean, it's a 400 gold swing going the way of the old boys. You give 170 to the CM, you give 230 to the Viper. That's okay. That's fine to stop the bottle from, not even the bottle, but any sorts of early game items coming out for the Viper especially. So now I'm just watching at the other lanes, because Slaughter going for the treads first, so he doesn't want to rush the blink as hard as he can. What else is there? I mean, the blink should be the obvious choice, right?
Yeah, it should be. I mean, there is the possibility of going for like a right-click build involving Armlet and BKB, but the Viper's going to punish that as soon as he gets level 6, so I feel like the blink still has to be there to close distance. I actually like what happened up top here. The Icarus dive came through, but it didn't cut trees. They're pinging it out. They figure he's up here, but he's found a nice little nook where the trees remain unbroken because he went on the cliff, and that doesn't actually give you any problems. So they want to bring him down, they want to try to tunnel in and find him, but they'd have to go waste their split earth just to do it, and he's got his dive back up, so perfectly fine here.
Yeah, and he's snatching a lot of experience. That's actually hella smart, I gotta say. Wow.
Ooh, the pulling though. They're going to be fighting him in just 3 seconds if they go for it again. Yeah, he's going right back to it, and Dog 7's going to have to dive out of the... Oh, they still haven't gotten it. One more tree. Dig a tunnel. Lumberjack instead is the wolf. And it's going to be a dive out here. Still finding some nice experience and wasting some of their time.
Alright, you found me still. That's perfectly fine. He's level 2. He still needs a bit more. But I'm just looking at Lycan CS. 32 for 23. Jesus. Mid lane. Oh, they go and they just blow up the Viper. Hello. Wow, that was quick. That was explosive.
Certainly. And that's the kind of opportunity you get when he's just harassed and suppressed and doesn't have regen. That's the bottom line, is he doesn't have as much HP to work with. You go for a quick combo, and with the Sonic Wave pure damage not being mitigated by Corrosive Skin, you are able to deal 840 damage directly to him. So, great combo there from the Queen of Pain. That just, yeah, enables really good control of the lanes for this early game. We're going to see H20 go for a play this time. It's going to be kind of counteracted by the Rubik. I don't think they can turn it, but with this TP, maybe. They've got Lina here now, going for the Light Strike Array, and it will hit on 2! What a beautiful LSA, and Joe just walked into it. Now going to take a lot more damage. The Frostbite will slow them down, but Joe, where are you going? Where are you going, Joe? That's not home. That's not your base. What just happened?
I don't know. Meanwhile, bottom lane. No, the stun was missed. Slaughter, dear God. This is a game. That's some clown shoes on there. There was a very funny sequence. Lina was actually hiding in the trees right next to the Dice tier 1, and the Earthshaker was right next to her, but they were separated by one tree, and they just could not smell each other. Interesting enough. That was quite cute, and then she just TP'd away for 2 top. Anyway. Wow, what an unusual courier. Holy crap. You see the trail of the courier? Dear God, of the Radiance one?
Oh yeah, that's
Wow.
Rubeline. I don't know. Rubeline.
Nope.
Can't say. But
Oh.
Haste going for the Earthshaker. He'll be okay despite the amp damage, but they will make sure he doesn't rotate. 86 getting Sonic Wave back up in 30 seconds. Do you think he has a new kill opportunity on WoWF based on the level advantage?
Look how he just dies.
Yeah, I mean, just a Scream, level 1 Corrosive, they'll blink out, no Frostbite connecting, or that would have been a little bit more dangerous. So I think WoWF was baiting that a little bit, but with a full refresh, this bottle play coming in from the Queen of Pain, I think that they could go for a Sonic Wave play, and that should be able to bring him down.
Oh, he's certainly dead then.
Yeah, but they do have an Observer Ward, so they do see everything.
Yeah, well, okay, I guess. Still, if you keep the Viper down so much, I mean, that's a level 8 Queen of Pain against a level 6 Viper. Yo, Shu's just going in, he knows no fear at all.
Okay.
Oh, and I guess that just didn't work out in the end.
Not how they wanted to. The TP does not go through from the Queen of Pain. She goes down. I really just...
space created.
Yeah, I mean, did Viper even get hit by... I mean, like, it's a really long cone, so I'll check it out real quick, but... Yeah, Vipers got hit by the Scream, and that's it. So, yeah, just a big commitment from those two. The Observer Ward sees it all coming, and they're able to counteract it perfectly. So, awkward, but Old Boys pulling ahead, I would say at least. I mean, they're obviously down 1 kill, and in terms of farm, both Slaughter and Queen of Pain are edging out the Viper, but I would still say that they're pretty happy to be able to get that rebuttal kill on those two.
Yeah, and it's especially important for the levels on the Viper. Because he needs it. He needs it so bad. He needs some corrosive skin up, and he went for the poison attack first, which is great in order to win the lane. But if you get just suppressed so much, like you said, like it just doesn't add up in the end. And you TP in the Lycan, he can still just rotate into the jungle, farm it up there, give the top lane for someone else. But I don't know. Well, oh well, that's a Phoenix gun.
Yeah, just trying to get out of there, but it's already too late. Connected with some good spells, A20 locks them in place. And that's a good rotation. Now they've got the Arcane Boots up on Long DD, so they're going to spread that mana amongst 3 twice over with some good Arcane Boots dropping. So good combo there. Going to be able to just bring everybody up to a point where they can do some more damage, get some more stuns out. And of course the Arcane Aura is always in effect. It's kind of weak now. The Crystal Maid didn't go for the second point in it, but the first point is the most valuable one. So it is going to be just that 3-1-1 build that allows her to fight most effectively in the next couple minutes.
And also, I do very much enjoy the Leshrac skill build. It's the standard now, because Lightning Storm again got buffed for reasons.
I still feel like that one value point in Pulse Nova is something that people underrate too much. I don't even care if you have only 600 HP. I feel like it's too good.
Because it just costs 20 mana for an upkeep, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
you activate
so
it and you can just leave it on. It's just so cheap, so efficient. It's like value point in Voodoo Restoration. You just don't skip it for that long. So I would say, yeah, Lightning Storm max build is good since the buffs, but I would say 1 point in Pulse Nova over Split Earth at this point.
I'm sure we're going to see this soon enough. Okay, so what is the plan here for Braveheart? They are not really behind as much, but the Phoenix is not getting that much. He's now level 6, that's great.
Oh,
sure.
Shit. Oh, wow, Fisher blocks out Sure. Shapeshift is kind of going to be timed out, but they still get the Lina with all their spells. Echo Slam, Lightning Storm, so Puerty has nothing to do, and Roche is going to be going down quick. They do have the Medallion as well as the Vlad, so resummon on the Wolves, and away they go. Taking this down fine, and they still have the Freezing Field, which is the most important thing. Invading Roshan against Freezing Field just seems suicidal.
That ain't happening. No. I mean, the starter can try to blink in and steal Aegis, and they try to stop. Is the Queen of Pain has some issues here. That's gonna be a stun falling through. Perfectly changed!
Oh my gosh, that was so perfect! But in the pit, it's Puerty going up against the Lycan. He'll kill him off. Dog 7 on the high ground with the Supernova connecting. All cooldowns refreshed. Getting more Fire Spirits onto 820, but won't bring him down. So Roche just stands at 2,500, but imagine how many would be dead if the Queen of Pain actually got to fight. If she got to cast her Sonic Wave there, that would have been at least 2 extra kills on top of the Lycan. But the chain stun was absolutely perfect from Old Boys. They just executed on a whole nother level there, with a level 1 Frostbite being part of their chain. Like, that's just so intense.
Yeah, it's animations in Dota, right? I mean, you have the Queen of Pain. She tries to blink, and she's trying really hard, but she just couldn't get it. And well, I don't even know what the cast point is, but it feels like an eternity, especially when you're getting chain stunned or cold snap for that matter. I mean, cold snap is one of those skills. Oh boy.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where, like, even if you've caught in the cogs with the clockwork, a battery assault might actually cancel it once or twice just because of how long it is. It doesn't prevent you from escaping, but it's just in that time frame where it's like, oh, this is the most annoying thing, and it's really hard to time it. But Puerti pops the sprint, looking around for an opportunity, but there are many people behind this Lycan, and the Observer Ward scouts that fact.
Yeah, and great macro here. Those Lycan walls are just always on point. They're always somewhere scouting things out. I would have liked to see them split up, but well, that's fine, I guess. Now, there was a really good Phoenix opening, by the way, and uh-oh, they try to go into long DD, they lift him up, where's the stun? There it is, nicely done. Alina level 6 didn't skill ultimate yet, and they try to go and reinitiate onto shore, and he is stunned up. There's urns happening all over the place. The Lightning Storm stops him in his track, and now there's a 200 HP Lina, the crush is going in. Everyone just wants to have a bit of the action. Meanwhile, Rose is going down, but they're not done yet on the side of the Bravehearts, and this is a nice urn, stops the blink. DD just casually walks out as a Crystal Maiden. That's not what you see every day.
Yeah, he was even looking to do more with that, with his mana pool there, but he was like 10 mana short for a freezing field, so he just goes ahead and falls back there perfectly fine. And yeah, they committed their 2 right-clickers. Halfway through that fight, the only people that are fighting for the old boys are the 3 spellcasters. The right-clickers go into the pit. The Viper, the Lycan, they finish the Roche, get the Aegis on to YYF, and then they kind of just push forward there. They'll get the Mechanism out pretty soon. He's going to be feeling a lot better about himself with the treads and Mechanism, and they can actually start looking for momentum.
This is a very hard fight to take. The Phoenix Nova is going to be pretty huge if he decides to go for this. He's getting stunned though, maybe they can chainsaw him.
Yeah, but they can just walk away if he does it here. And now the Wolves are going to scout him out. They're going to get a good idea about what they're up against. And DD actually getting caught out here. No freezing field for you if they can't kill the Supernova. And they don't want to fight into it. DD's going to get hit by it. There's a huge Sonic Wave. A big crush. A big LSA. And they're going to force the Aegis immediately. Now DD on the sidelines here. Just going for the freezing field. Some good damage. Will it be enough? Sure goes down. Dog 7 falling too. The freezing field does it perfectly. And he'll just TP home. He could stay unearned. It's fine either way. And YYF, he'll kill off the tower here. They've forced 2 home. They've killed off 3, taken their tier 1 at the cost of the Aegis and the Lesh.
That was disgusting. And they're gonna get body blocks from the Wolves.
I don't know. That seems too intense. Oh man.
Come on, Blaze. Who cares?
I guess I gotta live the dream a little bit, but jeez, that's a really near impossible play to manage, honestly.
What a Sonic Wave though. Props.
Yeah. That was solid. That was just really strong. Now he's level 11, so we're going to see it even more potently. But yeah, just comboing up their stuns, just getting them all in that little circle and crushing them down. Really good play combined from Braveheart to make that happen. But in the end, they still lose after that. What do you think about that fact?
Okay, a couple things. Phoenix didn't cancel his dive. As such, he wasn't really in the fight, so he couldn't really get the fire spits off after his ultimate. So he went above a fissure and back down. So this is one of the reasons why this was such an awkward 1 versus 3 against the CM who just ulted. And if this would have not have happened, maybe the whole fight goes different, because they were all so damn low on the side of old boys. Everyone was just dying, but they couldn't finish the deal. It was heartbreaking to watch.
Yeah, and now they're going to try for another play. I mean, they got their ultis coming back up, but one thing I'm noting right now is Sure doesn't even have Spell Steal yet. He is still a level 5 Rubik here at 15 minutes. It's been a long time since I've seen somebody that's waited out the ultimate for this long. And here it is. He wants to Spell Steal. He wants to throw down Viper Strikes and Fissures and Splitters and Lightning Storms, and it's just not there. I mean, even Wolf Scouting would be really high utility, but Dog 7 caught out completely. No response for him. And just to make sure of it, Long DD, pre-Blink Dagger, is fine with expending his Echo Slam.
Oh yeah, it's fine, you get some gold. Mima top lane, you force out everyone else. And this is just props to old boys. They lost 1 tier 1 in the game. And that's 50 minutes in against a team where it's not hard to win those team fights. It's interesting.
Oh, they're gonna go for the Blink Crush. Sonic Wave screams, yo, is gonna be able to get out of the Light Strike Ray though, and he's just gonna walk away. Or is he? Mechanism comes out, knowing the cooldowns are there. He dodges the Sonic Wave, and DD connects with the Nova. 86 caught out here. Viper Strike locking him in place, but there is a good Supernova on the backside. But they'll just turn, try to focus it down, and it is gonna fall. A double kill for YYF, and 3-0 for the old boys.
That's, I mean, Dear God, you try to blow up a Lycan and you can't change them. Well, that's what happens.
Yeah, I mean, he was already in Shapeshift when they started it, so that's the big problem there, is he didn't even have to worry about his transform time. He just kind of goes, and he's gone. And Speedy Gonzalez is able to outmaneuver them completely. Now Rubik's spell skills only enchant Totem. You waited all this time to get this spell steal, and the first one you get is enchant Totem. Sad day.
You just close the game at this point. Oh yeah. No, it's... If this would have been like, I mean, there's some Earthshakers who level up the Enchant Totem and Aftershock and just keep up with a level 1 Fissure. And if you spell steal a level 4 Enchant Totem with 400% extra damage, that's actually pretty damn good. Because you can like, I mean, that's what Earthshakers do, right? You Enchant Totem, you wait for a second, you initiate a fight, you throw the auto attack, just do it once again, and you have like crazy physical burst, but no, not on level 1. This ain't happening. This is just bad.
And I don't believe the Aftershock is linked to the Enchant Totem either, so you literally just get the bonus damage. So
that's correct. You just get the bonus.
It's literally a build that theory crafted for your 70+ minute games. Is getting that max enchant totem and getting, like, you know, your mystic staff build, your cheap sticks and stuff, and doing that crazy high crit intelligence damage. Go right click Rubik, but yeah, for the most part it's pretty much useless. And then he follows that up by stealing level 1 Howl. So there you go.
Okay.
This is the Grand Magus. This is he's kind of going into Spell Steal 101 right now with the grabs he's found.
Yeah, he's training. Yeah, you just wait, Blaze. You just wait. In 10 minutes, there's going to be a freezing field.
He came here to be tested, and this is his trying his might.
Yeah, I mean, would have been too easy the other way around. DD is very far off.
Yeah, that doesn't look good.
Almost. Look at all damage.
Wow, they actually turned it around perfectly. DD's still alive, gonna walk away from this, and in fact, will get more earns charges from the death of his opponents. 3-0, trying to just gank a CM? Oh, that's got to be like just putting you on tilt at that point. It's a Crystal Maiden, and she's just so elusive. She's unstoppable with the Fissure behind her. Long DD, protecting DD, all the spawns.
She has a blink. 18 minutes in. Tranquils, Braces, Urn Shadows, blink. Yo, I don't know. She's like, rich.
Just a little bit. I mean, she's almost beating the Slardar. She's beating Phoenix, Lina, Rubik, the offlane Earthshaker, why not?
It's, I don't know. What do you even do at this point?
Yeah, I think you
have
stop.
Double blinks. Like, yeah, look at this.
Yeah.
You can't even initiate.
Yeah, against those 2 blink daggers, it makes it very difficult. They did just blow the Echo Slam down bottom, though, so they don't have to worry about that. But even one good Fissure would really ruin things, so have to be careful. Sure, are you going to steal the Fissure? Is Long DD going to enchant? Here's the question. Get a good spell steal. Actually, just 86 on the sideline. She's playing with them. She's just messing with them, bragging about her blink dagger. That's as good as alt-clicking it in alt chat. Like, I know that's not possible, but that's essentially what she's doing.
I mean, old boys are not known for playing a normal game. They just shit around.
Phoenix only level 1. The Supernova has to be perfect, or they just focus it down. But they will disengage from it. It's gonna be a Fissure steal. A 2-man Fissure coming out with the Sonic Wave. They follow up on 1 amp damage on Joe. DD now in a spot where they can probably kill him, but no, he blinks back past the tree line. Sure, will be caught out by the stun, by the Viper Strike. Right clicking down Dog 7. He'll Icarus dive away, and they will blink disengage. So all in all, not too bad. Losing the Rubik. Committing some ultimates, but DD, are you serious? If he had mana, I bet there'd be a freezing field under tower. That's how big his balls are. Jeez. Just going in as deep as he can. But we do see there was a buyback on the Earthshaker. They want to make it worthwhile. There's going to be the Echo Slam in 20 seconds here, but we'll see what they can do.
I just don't even know what's happening anymore. We have a blink CM, blinking on the tier 2s without any mana. What? 4-0-12, 27 CS to boot? Okay, well, I guess that's a hero.
There is something in the water here. I don't know. This Crystal Maiden Arcana just makes him feel so incredible, because right now he's rocking a GPM of 329. He's got a KDA of 4-0 and 12. Man, it's just DD is doing work. But
yeah, he's having a good time.
Yeah, there is the double damage Orchid on the Queen of Pain. Should be an easy pick off on one hero if they are caught unawares, but he's blinking onto creep waves. They know all about this, And are actually going to blink and frostbite onto him.
On,
the sounds will come out, but hello, Mr. Earthshaker.
What a party pooper. Why do you have to silence her? Incredible. Anyway, Earthshaker comes in, seals it. Okay, well, I guess that's fine. He's now gonna level 2 Echo Slam up as well. Okay, where's Phoenix? Phoenix is level 11. Great. We good, boys. Maybe.
Kind of, sort of, back online. I don't know. I mean, it is definitely better to have that level of Supernova in the subsequent engagements, but it's just like, if you compare the Rubik to the CM right now, Rubik has 2 gauntlets, Tranquil Boots, and Magic Wand. And is level 8. Crystal Maiden is level 11, almost level 12, which is the biggest jump you can have in terms of experience. And yeah, Blink, Urn of Shadows, Magic Wand, Bracer, why not Force Staff? Like, it's incredible what the CM has been able to do in the similar role set. And not even last hitting. Like, her last hits are 28. It's a lot more than your average support, but 17 is not far behind for the Rubik. The difference here is how these fights have been playing out. Not only 22 to 10, but with DD living through every single one. It's just... it's wild. And now we just look at overall items. Obviously, we talked about the Orchid and the Queen of Pain. Necro 2 now up for the Lycan. Bloodstone soon enough for the 820 on the Leshrac.
Uh-oh.
And here's that smoke. So Supernova onto the high ground, pretty standard for the rush fight to start off, but they do get a good stun. Locked in is that Fisher catching Joe inside that Supernova. Sonic Wave onto 3, and they're just gonna do so much magical damage over time here. Fire Spirits, Sun Ray, Phoenix doing incredible work here. YYF should fall to the Stolen Wolves, but it's gonna be just him to fall. Just the Corrosive. Please, seriously? YYF lives? He actually lived through all of that, and they kill off the Queen of Pain. He tries to get away, but Long DD locks him down with a Fisher. And now Puerti has to go for the Blink Stun. He gets the kill on the Earthshaker, but they want more than that. They want the CM2. Dog 7 flying over the hills, trying to get some damage in. But YYF getting earned up, looking for a re-engage with this mechanism coming off cooldown. And Puerti, Braveheart just have to back off.
You buy back the Slaughter, you have such a nice Phoenix ultimate, stunning 4 people, that's the dream. And once again the Phoenix did not decide to actually go down. He could have cancelled his Icarus dive, which I do agree. Oh, DD. Come on DD, you can't die now. There's no way you die. Alright, we're good.
Oh, whoa, whoa!
Please,
Sister hate! Sister hate! Oh, I don't know, now going in, she's going in too! Oh no, she finally falls! Oh, Lena.
Oh. Boys, we actually lost.
Yeah, so old boys, they were actually playing Protect the Maiden, and the game is over. Dota 2 custom games, but yeah, it's 4-1 and 18 for the CM. Lena aids in her sister's demise, and now we see the Roche falling down to the heroes you would expect. The Lycan and the Viper gonna get nearly level 16 off of this on both the heroes.
Do you think they really care about level 3 ults?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I think that the attack speed slow, for example, for the Viper Strike is really good. The move slow, of course, is even better. Damage per second, I mean, that's a nice buff up there. And then Shapeshift, it's just 60 seconds. I mean, you can use it all the time. Push out, use it, get back, anytime you want to.
Regarding the fact that Joe didn't have power treads for the first 15 minutes of the game, I guess you're actually pretty much on point there, yeah. I'm surprised he picked it up. Let me just say that. And he's gonna have Necro 3 in, like, now.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't get the creep. Alright.
So, at this point, we've got a 17,000 net worth lead. It's 15,000 in experience. Braveheart back against the wall, still building something with the Midas, but it's not a Shiva's. It might as well be like a Ghost Scepter. Like, I don't know. It's got to be something cheap for Dog 7 because the last fights are coming. This is the stage of the apocalypse where the Aegis the Immortal is up on the Viper and this winged beast is looking for your high ground. So they'll regroup. Right now it's only 2 heroes here. Maybe they just kill him. Maybe they just kill him. What?
Yo.
What?
Okay.
Yules? Lightstrike?
Hello?
I mean, like, he is literally all by himself. These guys have some real distance between the fight and them. Even with the Blink Daggers, I feel like they could kill him, at least pop the Aegis once for nearly free there. But they missed the Lightstrike Array. They don't bring him down. And we look towards this next objective. The Tier 3 tower going down quick. The Necronomicon Archer will fall at the cost of a few spells. And now it might be the final clash. Do you think there's any hope of them holding this high ground?
No. I'm sorry, but no. CM is gonna be there.
CM,
she is.
Crystal Maiden too strong. Oh boy. She's ready to go. She's going for Ags. We're seeing the jump in the Echo Slam. DD popping the whole her spells. Doesn't have the freezing field for 30 seconds, but the Viper Strike stolen. Dragon Slave harassing. Throwing them back. And there's going to be a nice double stun from the Slardar. Sonic Wave going through. Dropping Joe down. Wow, we have still with the Aegis on the high ground. Will be finished off. They will run from the Supernova and it will explode. But now, with the Earnest Shadows keeping them reinforced, keeping them sustained, they've got their triage, they've got their battle medic, and now they're going back into the high ground here. Glimmering as can be. The Nether Drake strikes on the melee racks. But, yeah, now we see the Edict coming out, and that should seal the deal unless they can bring down 820 here. Going in, they do a lot of good damage, but DD, he has the freezing field. He's going to drop it down, zoning out everybody. Rubik going down. Lina bashed on hard. Oh, man, these physical right clicks are just too much for them to withstand at this point. They tried a lineup that they thought could do some real work, but they couldn't withstand the power of the old boys. Look at the net worth chart. With that racks down, with just one lane of racks down and this 20 kill advantage, they have all 5 on top of the net worth chart, above 86 on the Queen of Pain.
Yeah, LongD casually going in. There it is. GG. The Bravehearts, they're done. This is it was just insane to see actually. Like DD on the CM, the true carry of this game. I don't care what you say.
Seriously. I mean, I just go back to that river fight where they were going for the Roshan, Queen of Pain blinking in, and then they chain stun her like to that degree, like every spell that they could throw at her to lock down the Queen of Pain. That was just insane. That just shows the level that old boys can be on when they want to be, when they really want the win, when they're able to get a draft they're comfortable with and not run something experimental. They can push forward and they can do some amazing work. So great game for old boys here. This was one of their last matches actually. I think they only have one more match to play. No, they don't face themselves, so that is actually going to be their last match here in iLeague for Group A, and that's going to wrap it up for them. Obviously they aren't at high enough to take on the top 2 in terms of like tiebreakers and anything like that. It is going to be 2 other VG potential, looks like right now, unless IG or Ehum. No, it's pretty hotly contested between 4 different teams, but those top 2 slots are out of reach for the old boys here, unfortunately for them, and the Braveheart as well. But still, they put up a good fight. We saw some great games from them, and old boys, I really like to see them with this composition. This was really cool. So, looking forward to more games from them, but that is actually going to wrap up our broadcast today. This concludes it with a draw between the 2 teams, 1-1 for this 2-game series. The old boys, they show what they can muster, but here in the iLeague, their run will end. Any closing thoughts, PimpmuckL?
No, I'm just glad old boys finally actually did something reasonable this game. Like, they were just having a bit too much fun last game around, I guess, because they could have had this game there as well. It's just the Husker pick, this completely reluctance towards any sorts of D-wards and dust. And no, that ain't me. That ain't me. But now we got a Joe Lycan, no boots, 15 minutes. That's a bit more standard. So yeah. And of course the DD Crystal, man, that's what I'm talking about. 5. Think about this for a second, hold on. He's got 5 kills, 20 assists. How many kills were there in this game? Not much more.
Yeah, 25 out of 34 in terms of participation. Big plays from DD, showing that not only as a great offlaner, but as a great support, he could do some work. And also having the Chinese Compendium, he wins all around. And that's going to be it for us here. Thanks for tuning in once again. BeyondTheSummit.tv. If you enjoy the commentary, look us up. Twitter.com/blazecasting and /PimpmuckL. And we're going to, or at the very least, I'm going to be broadcasting tomorrow, same time, and actually earlier. We're starting off the weekend schedule is a little bit different. So tomorrow's going to be my last broadcast for quite some time due to the summit and everything else. So starting off 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. That's a pretty big run there, but it is going to be tomorrow at that time for Easter Daylight Time, and of course starting at noon for those on Central European Summertime. Thanks for tuning in once again. We'll have some music going on, some commercials to be played, but concluding the broadcast here. Thanks for tuning in.